guys, thanks for tuning in to my latest video. This is episode 2 of my Artist Real Talk series. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about whether or not you should go to art school. You're here for one of two reasons. Either you're a family or friend of mine who I forced to watch this because you need to support me, #RealFriends, or because you're thinking about going to art school, which is a completely normal decision every artist has to make at some point, I think. Because there's always a debate whether being self-taught or being formally trained is better, and there's like a whole war over it. But you know what? I'm not here to pick a side because, full disclosure, I'm a self-taught artist, but I definitely see the pros of going to art school. So if you're in that space where you're like, I don't know what to do, I'm trying to like find out what I want to do, so that's why I'm on YouTube listening to other artists talk about it, then I get you. I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't go to art school and like some things I've learned from not going to art school, and what you need to know if you are planning on going to art school. Before I jump into my video, I just want to thank everyone who subscribed recently and who has followed me on my Instagram and said all these nice things to me. I love you guys so much. You make my life so good. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, I really hope you do. The button is just down there. I'm be making more of these videos, and I will be posting my time lapses, my usual time lapses, like of this girl right here. She's gonna be coming up real soon once I finish her. It's just taking a while because oil takes forever. But yeah, jumping into the video, I'm gonna talk a bit about why I didn't go to art school. First reason being, I'm hella broke, you guys. I think that's a normal problem. A lot of people, a lot of millennials are. I didn't really get serious about my art until I was in university. And at that point, I was already pouring so much money into like my degree. And like I didn't have a lot of other money to spare. So going to art school was not high on my priority list. My priorities were for school and family and friends, and I didn't want to compromise any of those just so I could go to art school. It wasn't like in my headspace. And plus I wasn't really sure like what I wanted to do with my art. Like at that point it was a hobby, and my boyfriend made me go on Instagram and YouTube and do all these things I normally wouldn't have done, but I wasn't sure where I wanted to go with it, so I didn't want to like jump into art school without like having the right mindset, which leads me into my second reason I didn't go to art school, and that being I just didn't have the right life circumstances, I think. My mental health wasn't great. I've been really upfront about that. And like, I don't know, just where I was in school, I was trying to figure my life out, and being a young adult was hard, you guys. Like, I think it's easier to go to art school when you're younger because like you have your parents' support and like, I don't know, there's like less responsibilities on you, and I don't want to freak you out if you're like a 14-year-old watching this. Like, what? Like, I thought being an adult was fun. Like, it is fun, but you have so much more responsibilities and so much pressure for so many different areas of your life. And adding art school to like the list of stresses in my life like was not realistic. So yeah, it was too expensive for me, and I just wasn't in the right space to be going to art school. Some things I've learned from not going to art school. I'm going to start off in no particular order, with the point. Being self-taught is a lot more free and more fun. You know, you're not kind of like constrained by like what the rest of the class is doing, or like deadlines, or like what the teacher wants you to learn, you know? Like, again, I haven't been to art school, so I'm not sure like what the structure is really like, but if it's anything like university, like you have to like kind of go the same pace as everyone else, and I did not like that. You know, I've always been a good student. It's not like I'm just like screw school or anything. It was just like being able to like learn things that I wanted to at the pace I wanted to was like so great because it kept art fun for me. You know, it wasn't stressful. It wasn't like something that was inducing my anxiety, you know? Like, it was just so fun being able to like go on YouTube and be like, oh, I feel like learning how to do this, you know? Like, there wasn't any like, I don't know, pressure on me, I guess. And going off of that, the second thing I learned from not going to art school is like, you kind of go at your own pace, which could be like a good or a bad thing. Like I said, you don't have like the constraint of having to go along with everyone else, but at the same time, if there's no pressure on you, you like learn things way slower. Like an example for me is I'm doing oil painting a lot now, but I stayed away from it for like 2 years because I was afraid to try it, you know? And now I love it. So I'm like, I kind of wish I'd like learned about it sooner and tried it sooner, because I would have been doing it like way more, you know? And I can honestly say I enjoy oil now more than I do my watercolor, though I love watercolor still. I'll never let that go. I'll probably still be doing that till I'm like 90. I wish I had kind of like the structure that forced me to try things that I'm not really comfortable with, because that's how sometimes how you find what you like to do. And like, again, you could find what you don't like to do, which is also good because it narrows the list down. But it also like kind of shows you things you never really considered before. So going at your own pace is cool, yeah, because you don't have pressure and it's still fun for you, but also it's like you learn things way slower because you don't really have like the curriculum or like, I don't know, the structure to like lead you to try different things. And the last takeaway I have from being self-taught is like, it's frustrating sometimes not having a teacher. Kind of wish I had like someone to tell me what to do sometimes, because I don't know, I like learn a lot of what I know now from like watching artists I admire on YouTube, and they're just normal everyday people like you and me, you know? They don't have like teaching training. So like, yeah, they're amazing artists, but sometimes they don't know how to communicate, how to like do what they did, you know? And like, sometimes you have to like replay a video like 10 times to get what they're telling you, and sometimes you don't even get the answer from that video. You have to go like chase it down on someone else's, you know? And it's like a whole process to like learn something. So yeah, like sometimes I wish there was more of like an interactive kind of face-to-face thing where I can be like, hold on, can you like pause there and show me how you did that again? So like I could like learn how to do it way faster instead of just being like, oh crap, like I don't really understand what they're saying. I have to go like find someone else who can explain it better, and it's just like a longer process, you know? So yeah, like it's just like art school, I feel like everything is in one place, and you can like specialize in something and kind of like just like, I don't know, work on your skills in that one area. But being self-taught, there's a lot more like freedom and like spontaneity, and you can learn things at your own pace, and like things you want to learn too. Like sometimes you don't want to learn about oil painting, you just want to do like digital. Like cool, don't learn about oil painting, you know? Like that's what I love about being self-taught. You can like choose what you want to learn and like choose like what you want to work on, right? But I also see the pros of going to art school. There's like 2 takeaways I want you to take from my video. It's that being a self-taught artist or being formally trained, you have to work hard in either discipline. You know, like one or the other is not easier. You know, there's pros and cons to going to art school, and there's pros and cons to being self-taught, like I kind of touched on today. But in either space, you have to like be determined, and you have to want to learn, because you're not gonna improve or like meet the goals you make for yourself if you're kind of just like half in and half out, you know? Because that's where I was for a really long time. Like I wasn't sure if I wanted to be really passionate about it. I wasn't sure if I just wanted to like leave it as a hobby or like, I don't know, pursue it further. And like by like kind of like dilly-dallying for forever, I'm kind of like in a space now where I'm like, crap, I wasted so much time when I could have been working on this, you know? So like being aware of your own goals and like what you have to do to achieve them, you have to be aware of that, and you have to like work your butt off to get there. Like no one else is gonna do it for you. And like another thing is like, you know you best, you know? Like I could go on and on forever about how amazing being self-taught is, and you could probably hear from several artists about how they prefer being self-taught, but if you know you and you know that you would benefit from being in like a formal art class kind of space, go for it, you know? Like it may not work for some people, and some people might like abhor it and they don't want to go anywhere near art school, but if it's for you, do it. Do what's best for you. Know your goals, know where you are in life, know what you can handle, and then jump for it. So yeah, I hope that helps a little bit if you're kind of like on the fence. If you're like a new artist and you're like, I don't know what I should do. I hope that gave you a little bit of sway into like what you think would be best for you. Yeah, let me know below if you have any questions about my experience, or like if you want me to clarify anything, or if you just want to talk to me and like learn more about what's going on in my life. I'd also like to learn more about what's going on in your life. So reach out to me, leave me a comment, message me. on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. On Facebook, I don't know if you guys learned in my last video, I made a Facebook for myself, which is kind of like a hub for like my Instagram and YouTube videos and like little just like behind the scenes like posts about like my art process. I post like little like behind the scenes of her. So if you want to see more of that, like you should go over to my Facebook. It's just my username here, royelleart, and you can follow me and like see what I'm doing and connect with me on there. So yeah, thank you again for watching my video. I hope that helped you. I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye.